All right, so we're talking about people who have done worse crimes, in my opinion, and probably in any sane person's opinion, than Leslie Van Houten has. But they're free now. Carla Homolka. She raped and killed several women with her man Paul Bernardo, including her handicapped sister. She got 12 years and was free to go. Jasmine Richardson, she helped her boyfriend kill her whole family of 3 people, her mom and dad, and then she personally killed her little brother. She got 10 years. Now this next one is from California, where Leslie's being held, and it occurred between 1978 and 1980, so it's not really that far off from after Leslie got sentenced. Charlene Gallego, I don't know if I'm saying that right, lured young girls into her car with the promise of marijuana or a job. Then her husband would rape, torture, and murder them by bludgeoning or shooting them to death. They killed 10 people, 8 of which were teenage girls, 1 of which was just some dude, and 1 of which was a pregnant teenager. Charlene claimed that she had been brainwashed by her charismatic husband, familiar, and she got 16 years and 8 months. So would Leslie have gotten a lighter sentence if she'd raped Rosemary LaBianca instead of stabbing her dead body? Because probably under Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom, his wife, if you remember Rose McGowan, she was the first one to say that Harvey Weinstein was a creep. She testified that Jennifer, Gavin Newsom's wife, tried to bribe her to be quiet and not say anything about Harvey Weinstein. Raping and assaulting people. Over people he had, power over. And he did that. He got 23 years in prison for abusing over 80 women. Leslie abused 1 woman and has been in jail twice as long. So I don't think Gavin Newsom or his family really cares about rape victims, and maybe that would have been better. So Vince Bugliosi, horrible. He says on Larry King, she was charged with 2 murders and sentenced to death by her peers. And then John Markham, that absolute legend, says she was not sentenced to death. She had something different. Her sentence was thrown out altogether. The guilty verdict was thrown out because the last part of the trial, her lawyer disappeared. She did not kill 2 people. At best, she aided and abetted. It's a terrible crime, and she's paid 25 years for it, but she didn't kill 2 people. So then that brings us to Patty Tate on CNN in 1994. She says, talking about aiding and abetting as opposed to murder, how is she to know when the person took her last breath? Was it her knife that actually killed him or someone else's? We don't know. Well, actually, Patty, not to Manson-splain, but we actually do know. How do we know? I'm gonna have to tell you in the next video because I've gone over time again. This video was like 35 minutes long, so let's keep going. We're gonna learn in the next video why we know that Rosemary LaBianca was dead before Leslie stabbed her. Stay tuned.